everyone else who's been playing this like in the last 7 years, they're way ahead of me. You see what I'm saying? So he beat my ass, and I'm like, damn, it's disheartening when you're trying to learn a game and you run into someone like that, because you're like, dude, I'm really trying to learn, and I feel like I'm not learning because this is just a spanking, right? And nothing you can do about it. You gotta swallow your pride and be like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna give up or nothing because this guy beat my ass. I want to keep going, right? Last night, all right, after I lost my win streak with Chun-Li because of lag, all right, I was frustrated. I just wanted to end the night with a win, and I couldn't get a win because every match it was some bullshit going on that was really frustrating me. Whether, again, it was a laggy connection or drive impact abuse or then fighting a Jamie who literally, I'm not even kidding you, this Jamie only hit me with that low medium. I think it's low medium kick. He only hit me with that kick. He never hit me with anything else. Any other moves he attempted, I would beat. Only that low kick, which seems unstoppable, would stuff everything I did. Yo, I was losing it. I'm like, this is bullshit. How can it be that overpowered? But here's what happened yesterday, which is what I warned you guys about, but sadly some people don't fucking listen, okay? When I'm playing a competitive fighting game, especially when I'm in the midst of matches, I cannot stop what I'm doing to react to what people are saying in the chat. I can't stop what I'm doing because there's a contribution or a support. I'm going to shout out contributions, okay? I'm going to give you rewards when we hit support goals. It's going to happen, but you have to be patient. I'm playing a fighting game. I'm immersed in it, okay? I literally said this yesterday. I said, this is what's going to happen. You have to wait. I promise you I'll get to it, but you have to wait. And if you don't wait, you're just going to frustrate me if you're going to be like that in the chat. And then last night, two things happened. One person did some kind of a super chat and wouldn't shut the fuck up about getting their shout out immediately. Like, that's not what the stream is about. You understand that, right? You're supposed to be watching the gameplay, enjoying the gameplay, being immersed in it like me. Why are you here if all you did was to come to give a super chat and get a shout out and then leave? Then don't fucking come. Seriously. Then don't even bother. You missed the point of me being a streamer. You're supposed to be here to enjoy the content, right? Not to come and drop a like to get bubbles blown or give a tip and then peace out. And that was all that you were here for. Like, what the hell is that about? You know? And again, usually this isn't a problem. Why? Because the vast majority of games that I play are not competitive. Right? So when I'm not playing a competitive game, there's absolutely no problem pausing the game and doing a shout out or reacting to someone relatively quickly. I do a lot of what's considered chill streaming games, Disney Dreamlight Valley, Sunday Night Bites. These are games that are catered just towards the interaction with the viewing audience, okay? Solely focused on interacting with you guys as a viewing audience, all right? And so that being said, there is way more opportunity during those streams in a very quick manner to give a shout out. All right, it's not going to happen with Street Fighter. You have to be patient. That's just the nature of the beast. In the middle of a set of matches, I want to keep going. I want to keep learning. I can't just stop what I'm doing and drop everything to do a shout out. So what ended up happening was, yesterday, there were people who were literally here on purpose just to get my goat. They did it on purpose. It wasn't like, some disrespectful regular showed up to, and it wasn't the case. It was these idiots. They were here to piss me off, okay? And it worked. Because here I am, I'm already heated. You know what I'm saying? I'm already heated from trying to learn the game, which is very tough. I'm going to be honest with all of you. I'm 40 years old now. I'm not a spry young spring chicken. All right? It's harder for me to learn and absorb when it comes to competitive games and things. You know what I mean? It's not like it used to be where I used to be able to learn on the fly like this, and all of a sudden I've mastered everything within one session. It's going to be a slow process of me absorbing over the course of this weekend, absorbing game mechanics and absorbing information about the game and immersing myself in the game, okay? It's frustrating when I'm playing against people and I feel like I'm doing well, and the next thing I know, something comes up and I can't beat it, like these neutral attacks from the two new characters that I can't get around right now, or the drive impact spam right now, which seems pretty overpowered and hard to counter at this point. It gets really frustrating for me. And I'm already doing a competitive game. I'm stressed out, right? And then it compounds it when that shit's happening. And then it compounds it even further when I turn back to my chat and I'm, oh yeah, I wonder what people thought about that last match. And I look at the chat and I see, he didn't shout out the super chat. She didn't shout it out. You missed the super chat. Why didn't you shout it out? Where's the super chat shout out? I'm playing the fucking game. There's no shout outs in the midst of me playing the game. This is already announced previously, right? And the same thing happened later on in the night. Here I am playing. I'm getting my ass handed to me by a bunch of people, and all I want is to go out with one winning set by the end of the night, and I can't get it, and I'm going late because of it. And I turn back, and I see, bubbles. Where's the bubbles? Blow the bubbles. What bubbles? Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. You sound like a hyperactive 4-year-old. Really. You look and sound like a small petulant child just screaming, bubbles, 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 bubbles. How do you think that makes me feel as a streamer when I'm here to try to put out entertaining content? I'm trying to learn a new game for you guys so that when the game comes out, I can be semi-competent and hopefully put out entertaining content for you and exciting content for you. Because there's one thing if I just jump in, don't care, fuck around, and lose a million times. It's another thing if I actually try to learn and actually do well for you, right? I think you'd prefer the latter than the former, right? And then when I'm on a stream where that's supposed to be the whole fucking point of the stream is I'm excited to be selected out of so few people who are selected. I'm a lucky selected person to play this game. Let's get excited. Let's celebrate that. Let's see what people have to say about that. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. Like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, it frustrates the fuck out of me that people want to act like little idiots. Just shut your mouth. If that's all you're here for, I never want to hear from you ever again. Bubbles are a silly thing that I do when we hit 100 likes on any stream. It's supposed to be a fun, silly, celebratory reward. It's not supposed to be the focus of a stream. It's not supposed to be the reason you're here. And certainly you don't fucking derail the whole stream to yell about bubbles. Like, what fucking world do you live in? Like, what is going on here? I think, seriously, if that's the case, you've got the wrong fucking impression about DSP Gaming. This is not Bubble Blower channel, okay? Pay attention to the game. Interact with me in regards to the game, or else why are you here? Right? Now, I'm not above reproach, right? I got super heated last night and yelled about it, which I know I shouldn't have done, but I was so upset that people were turning my stream into some kind of a fucking joke. When here I am playing the hottest fighting game in the world, exclusive that I get to play it. I'm getting my ass handed to me. Hopefully some people will have some support or something about it to say, bubbles, 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 fuck the bubbles. At that point, I just want to take these bubbles, I'm going to open my window and fucking throw them out into the street and say, there's no more bubbles. Right? Fuck it. Why even bother if it's going to be that derailing to the content what I'm trying to do? Why would I ever have these involved in my stream ever again? Right? But I'm not going to do that. Alright? For now, I'm going to sit back and say, alright, I'm going to cool down. I'm going to resettle. I'm going to become more rational again. In the moment, I was very upset. And I apologize to anyone who got pissed off yesterday. Because yesterday, some people might have come to stream at any time during the day when I was losing. And be like, oh shit, wow, Phil's pissed. Yeah, that's what happens in a fighting game when you lose. It used to be the same day back in our days in arcades and shit. You get heated, right? You do. But the difference is that I need now to come back, refocused, trying to learn more today, not just jump back with the heated mindset of, oh, I gotta get wins and shit. No, now I'm starting with jury today, starting fresh. New ranked settings, by the way. Each character has their own ranked settings,